Hello guys, how are you? Hello everybody. How are you guys? Good, great, amazing. What is the scenario? Are you better, sir? The fever has gone, yes, but when the fever has gone, you get a lot of body pain and weakness and all that, right? Throat pain. So I still have those, but yes, the fever has resided. So, but still, it is like very difficult for me to sit or just talk a lot, but it's fine. Okay. Okay. So, guys, one thing that I wanted you guys to know about today. So, I actually bought the books as well. So, if you guys have ever seen, you guys will be able to see this black color thing on top right over here. Are you guys able to see that black color thing? Right. So, that is my bookshelf. So whatever books that I have, I usually keep it right over there. So some of the books that I wanted you guys to suggest, like I wanted to suggest to you guys to learn from. See, data science is one of the things that I won't suggest to go further with a course. I will suggest be as much hands-on as possible. So I will suggest first of all Kaggle, Kaggle, Kaggle. That is a platform that is there to practice data science, to learn data science. I'll suggest that platform. It is completely free of cost, so you don't have to pay anything. And your ranking on Kaggle, your medals on Kaggle actually help you a lot in your placement process as well. Okay, so that is the first thing that I want you guys to know. Second are some book like suggestions to you guys. Okay, so for data analytics, right? I hmm. So for data analytics, I have this particular book. I did my entirety of data analytics from this. I won't suggest you guys to learn data analytics through a book itself. I won't do that for you guys. But if you want, this is one of the best books that you can go further with. Python for Data Analytics by O'Reilly. Okay. It's great. It teaches you everything related to dealing with data, a lot of different data. I basically went through the entire book. So I have the habit of marking things up. So you will be able to see that I have like highlighted stuff, I have underlined stuff, some of the important parts in the book itself. So it's a good particular way. You guys can learn about Python as well a little bit and much more about data analytics. So I like this particular books. That is the reason why I am suggesting it to you guys. Okay. Um, okay. The next particular thing is for machine learning and deep learning for those people who are interested in that. So I'll suggest if you don't want to do Python for data analytics, you don't want to invest that much time. I have created a smaller version. So what I did was while I was studying from the book, I created my own notes and I shortened it up into as short as possible so that it as concise as possible so that I was able to learn. So I have those notes as well. I'll give it to you guys tomorrow. So you guys can go through the notes. It will take you somewhere around 15, 16 days or 18 days. It will cover up everything from Python to NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, everything. I've written it down very clearly. And it has codes, it has exercises as well. So I've created it. I've invested a lot of time to create it. So you guys can go through that as well. So don't worry. The second particular book that I said for machine learning. So this book, I don't know. This was the second edition itself. So this is a very old book of mine. It has started to peel off as well. So this is one of the best books that I have ever read. I've ever had the privilege of learning from hands-on machine learning with scikit-learn, Keras, and TensorFlow. Okay, so I wanted you guys to know this is a great book. It is very good. It explains stuff in a very great manner itself. So I'll definitely suggest if you guys have time and you want to learn things properly, this is more than sufficient. More than sufficient. You don't need anything else. After that, yes, a little bit of transformers and everything you guys can learn. That is what I will suggest. But yeah, this book is like the holy Bible for learning machine learning and deep learning. The holy Bible. Okay, so yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that because my job is to make sure that even after the boot camp as well, you guys have something so that you guys are able to carry forward too. One more thing, guys, please don't buy books. Okay, yeah, sure. Hands-on machine learning with scikit-learn, Keras, and TensorFlow. This is the book. You can just take a screenshot of it if you guys like. You can just take a screenshot. I'll just keep it here. Now, the point being that after this particular boot camp is over, I want you guys to continue learning. That is the reason I told you guys about the books. But keep this thing in mind. Do not buy books. Okay, all these books, just Google it up, write PDF online, you will get a PDF online of these books. They are pretty famous books itself. Just get a PDF online. Please not buy books. Okay, because it costs a lot of money. It was very costly back then. So this hands-on machine learning and cycle learn KRS TensorFlow is 2,275 rupees, and the other one is 1,450 rupees. So I won't suggest buying these books. All these books are readily available for free online itself. Just search for the name of the book, O'Reilly PDF. Okay, there is a website called as pdfdrive.com. You can go there as well and download the books for free. Okay, don't buy. Again, don't waste money. Okay. So now that is done. Let's move on with the next particular topic. From where we get PDF, यार बस Google मारने का मिल जाएगा, right? You just Google it up, you'll get the PDF online itself from the net. ठीक है? Okay. Ocean PDF, pdfdrive.com, all these different places you will be able to find these books. Okay, one of the other ways of finding the books I have recently learned is try to find it on GitHub. Some people upload the PDFs on GitHub as well, so I've seen that happening right now. Chalo, we'll start with the class then. Okay, today as well I won't be able to teach a lot. Okay, I still am not feeling well, but I'll try to make sure a little bit I'm able to teach you guys. And guys, I'm very sorry, but maybe the number of days of the bootcamp will increase because my plan was to cover up everything in 1 to 2 days. Now because I'm not well, the days have been extended. So it might lead up to instead of 7 days, it might be of 8 to 9 days. I hope so. That's not a problem for you guys, right? Okay. So today I'm going to teach you guys about Three Idiots. Have you guys seen Three Idiots? The movie. Have you guys seen Three Idiots? The movie. Yes? You guys have seen Three Idiots, the movie? So there were three people in the movie, right? One was Rancho. Then one was our Farhan. And then there was Chatur or Silencer. You remember them? Rancho, Farhan, and Chatur. Raju, we will remove him. We don't want to talk about Raju. But Rancho, Farhan, and Chatur was there, right? We are going to use this particular example to understand how does machine learning actually work. Okay? So let's assume we are having a class of we are instructors. Okay, let's assume we are teachers, right? We are teaching a class of students. Now they are preparing for their final examination. There is a final exam that is their final that they are preparing for. So how will we, when I was in school, do you guys remember guidebooks? Do you guys remember guidebooks that used to come when we were in school? Right? There were like questions and answers of every single topic that was there in NCRT. So there used to be guidebooks, or Moti Oswald guidebooks, Goldie's guidebooks. Okay? And these guidebooks for every chapter, there used to be just questions and answers, questions and answers, questions and answers. That's it. So to teach these students to prepare them for the final examination, I'm having one guidebook. Okay, I'm the instructor. This is the teacher. This is me. This is my hair. This is my specs. Okay, and this is my mustache. Okay, so I'm having this particular guidebook with me. This guidebook has somewhere around, let's say, 100 questions and answers, guys. Okay, let's assume that. Okay, just an example. I'm having this guidebook with 100 questions and answers that are there inside of that guidebook. I want to train my students. I want to teach my students. So what will I do? I will first of all divide this guidebook into two separate halves. I will have one particular half that has 80 questions and answers, and the other half that will have the remaining 20 questions and answers. This 80 question and answers is what I'm going to call as the training set. This is my data set. Okay, I'm just telling you guys the technical terms as well. Okay, or we'll talk about the terms later on. So this 80 question and answers that I'm having, I'm tearing the guidebook into two halves. One half has 80 question and answers. The other half has 20 question and answers. These 80 question and answers is what I'm going to give my students to learn from. Okay, this is my student right over here. Okay, this is my student right over here. I'm going to give this 80 question and answers to my students to learn. That bhai, learn all these question and answers. Okay, and then before giving the final examination, what I'm going to do is I'm going to conduct a mock test. I'm going to conduct a mock test, okay, or pre-boards. You remember before boards, you had pre-boards right over there. So before giving the final examination, your teachers used to conduct a mock examination for you guys to understand where you stand right over there. So these 20 question and answers that were there, I will create a test paper using these 20 questions. Okay, I'll have a particular test right over here. Okay, and then these students, after they have learned from these 80 question answers, these 20 question and answers they have never seen. They have never seen these 20 questions. So in this test, okay, in this test, the students are going to give this test, and based upon their performance, I will know whether they are going to do good in the finals or not. And then they will go for the finals, and then they will do right over there as well. Okay, whatever performance that they had to give. This is exactly how you train a machine learning model as well. So just like you are having these 100 question and answers right over there, so you have 100 data points, or this 100 things will be considered as a data set, wherein each of the question and answers will be considered as a data point. Okay, each question and answer will be considered as a data point. You want to think about what is this question and answer when compared to a data set. The question is going to be, for example, the image, right? Yesterday we talked about images. So the images will be the question, that what is this? And the answer is going to be that this is an image of a cat, or this is an image of a dog. So that is your data set. Okay, the image and the label, that is your data set right over there. Now, when you are dividing this data set into two halves, this is called as the training data set. This is called as the training data set. Why? Because you're going to train your agent. You're going to train your machine learning algorithm using that part of the data set itself. This 20 question and answers called as the testing data set. Okay, this is called as the testing data set, because before making your model go into the real world, you are actually allowing him to test himself up. Okay, so that is what your testing data set is. Okay, so training, in which you train the model, testing, in which you basically test the model that okay, how well it is able to do. And then once you have seen the test, you feel that okay, the agent has performed well, the algorithm has performed well, then the finals is your real world, where you deploy the particular algorithm right over there. Now, one thing that I've thought for this particular bootcamp is that whatever project that we'll create, okay, whatever little bit of machine learning that we will do, I'll teach you guys how to deploy it as well. Okay, I'll teach you guys how to create a website and deploy your machine learning algorithm right over there. One of the things that I recently, I was actually going through some hirings for some other company itself. So most of the resumes that I saw, people had mentioned their projects, but they had not deployed it. So I think so most of the students don't know how to deploy their machine learning algorithms, and due to that, their resume feels very lackluster. So I planned that I'll teach you guys that as well in this particular bootcamp, although it is not a very big thing, but yeah, I think so that will be something that you guys might be interested in. Okay, so now that this entire training and testing has happened For us, what kind of students have we seen? Let's compare that. Okay, if we are teaching these students, this is the way that we are training them and we are testing them. So what kind of students have we seen? A student can be like Farhan, right? A student can be like Farhan. Farhan, when he was given the 80 question and answers to train, to 80 question and answers to learn from, he didn't do anything. He just flipped through the pages like, "Hacha, theek hai, okay, okay, ha, okay, okay." He didn't learn anything. He didn't even try to understand anything. He just flipped through the pages. Now, will Farhan be able to do well in the test or not, guys? What do you guys think? In the 20 questions that I'm going to give him, will Farhan be able to do well or not, guys? Please let me know. He will not be able to do well. Why? Because he has not learned anything. He didn't do anything right over there. Similar to that, if we send Farhan to the real world, okay, final examination, the real world examination, will he be able to do well right over there? No, because he didn't learn anything, right? He didn't do anything. So he's not able to, he will not be able to perform well in the finals as well. Similar to that, now this type of algorithms, so there are, so the student is nothing else but your machine learning algorithm, right? So this kind of algorithms that do not learn anything, okay, when you provide them the data to train, they are not able to learn anything from that. These type of algorithms are called as your, does anybody know what they are called as? Underfitted algorithms, guys. Underfitted algorithms. These type of algorithms are called as underfitted algorithms. Why? Because they have not learned anything. They just flip through the pages while training. They didn't learn anything. They didn't understand anything. So they are going to fail both in the testing as well and both in the final examination as well. This is a technical term, guys, that is called as underfitting. Okay, because we are going to use this while creating our models. I want you guys to understand these technical terms. Okay, the second kind of student that might be there, okay, is Chatur. What was Chatur famous for? In not just for farting, but except that, related to studies, what was Chatur famous for, guys? What was Chatur famous for? Ratta Marna, memorization, right? His particular work was to memorize things. He did not understand anything. He just knew that if this is the question, this is going to be the answer. If this is the question, this is going to be an answer. That's it. He was memorizing stuff. He was not trying to understand anything, right? So now a person like that, if I'm giving him 80 question and answers and I'm taking a test from those 80 question and answers, he will do extremely well in the test, right? Because he has learned from the same data, the same questions are coming in the exam as well, then he will be able to do extremely well in that exam, right? He will get 100% marks in testing. He'll get 100% marks in testing. Why? Because he has memorized all the question and answers. The same question is going to come in the test as well. He is going, because he has memorized everything, he will do extremely well in the test. But when he goes into the final examination, in the final examination, same questions are not going to come. Maybe one or two same questions might come, but not all the questions are going to come the same. So because the questions are going to be changed, he will also fail in the final examination. Although he did 100% marks inside of the testing scenario, but in the final examination, he failed miserably right over there, right? These type of algorithms are called as overfitted algorithms. These type of algorithms are called as overfitted algorithms. Why overfitted? Because they have just memorized everything. They have not learned anything from the data. They didn't understand the data. They just memorized it. Tadat padam, right? That is what he did. He memorized the shloka without understanding what the shloka was. Right? So that is what these type of algorithms are. They are overfitted algorithms. Right? Then next comes your Rancho. Now, Rancho is your studious person. Okay, when he gets the training data set, he tries to understand the data set. He tries to understand what is the correlation between the data. What are the questions? What are the answers? Why is that the answer? How does this work? He tries to understand everything. Because he has understood things. He has not memorized things. He has not just flipped through the pages itself, right? He has not done anything right over there. So when Rancho gives the test, maybe he does not score 100%, but he will score decent. He will score 90% itself. Similar to that, when he goes for the final exam as well, maybe he's not going to score 100%, but he's going to score 85% right over there as well. So Rancho is what we call as a good fit model. And that is our aim. Our aim is to get a good fit model, guys. Our aim is to get a good fit model. Now, there are different ways of making sure that your model is not underfitted or overfitted, but we learn about it slowly and steadily. You don't have to worry about it. The more models that you create, the more projects that you work upon, you will start to understand it very soon. Okay? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Awesome. Awesome. You guys are very smart, man. You guys are very smart. Acha, chalo. Abhi, one more thing I wanted to understand from you guys. Okay, although the name of the bootcamp is machine learning, so machine learning has 18 algorithms inside of it. I think so. You guys also understand that I'm not going to teach you guys 18 algorithms. We don't have that much time. So I'm going to teach you guys one algorithms. Take it. One algorithm I'll teach you guys. And in that algorithm, I will teach you guys a project. We'll create a project itself, and then we'll try to deploy the project on the web. So that is what we are going to do. We'll create a website. So for those who don't know how to create websites and anything, do not worry. I'll provide you guys with the code and everything, okay, so that you guys are able to deploy it. I'm not going to provide you guys with the data science code. Okay, that is something I'll type live in front of you. I'll create the entire project in front of you, but I'm not going to give you the data science code itself. The machine learning algorithm code, I'm not going to give you that. You will have to create on your own. The website wala part code, I will give it to you guys, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Okay. What about people without laptop? You don't have to worry. You can do it from a mobile phone as well. Guys, I wouldn't be able to speak any longer. My throat is completely gone right now. Okay. I'll give you guys the attendance. For tomorrow's class, I directly want to start with the algorithm. Okay. I'll teach you guys while on the go itself. How does it work? What is happening? So I will give you guys the attendance right now. Just fill it up properly. Okay. Again, guys, I'm really sorry. I really want to take up as much class as possible, but this is my limit currently. Okay. Just make sure, guys, that when you're filling up attendance, use the same email ID. Do not change your email ID. Otherwise, we'll not be able to issue you guys the certificates. And if you guys have missed 1 day of attendance, do not worry about that. We'll take care of it. Okay. But if you are missing a lot of attendances, then we will not be able to take care of that. Okay. Even I'm sick, but I'm here, right? So I think so. You guys can be, right? I went to the doctor actually in Bangalore. Dengue has become a very big problem. So I actually went to the doctor. Luckily, I don't have dengue right now, just normal fever. I was really happy that I got saved. Okay. So I've given you guys the attendance link in the live chat itself. You guys can start filling up the attendance from right over there. Okay, the attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:45. Okay, we'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.